Okay, hello everyone. Here we're back again with another meeting of the RSR Community Live Sessions. And today I want to talk a little bit about what we spoke last time about all we need is love. I want to combine it with this codependent relationship, because in this topic I want to cover today, it has to do with one of those sides of what we were talking last time. All we need is love. So we got two mechanisms to try to or obtain love on the outside by looking to be accepted, recognized in many different ways, and we're going to go deeper into different ways, right? But now it's going to be around codependent relationships. And the other one is to look love on the outside, for love on the outside. And the other one that I mentioned is to numb the lack of love inside of us. So we all have different parts of us that some are looking for love on the outside, and others are behaving in a way to try to feel less pain from the lack of love. Okay, so today we're going to go down this path of codependent relationships. So what would be a codependent relationship? Is when I depend on the other person to try to feel good about myself, to try to feel valued, to try to feel loved, to try to feel recognized, to try to feel accepted. So this ties up to many of the things that I mentioned in the past, guys, where I even heard, some people talk about this some time ago, when a woman that was a psychologist was doing a study about giving people money. They would give $20 to a group of 10 people and $20 to another group of 10 people. One of the groups, let's name it A group could only spend the money on themselves. Group B could only spend the money in someone else. And what they did is they studied how they felt after spending the money. So the group A that spent the money on themselves, according to the study they did, these people, or they felt the same, or even I think some cases, maybe they felt a bit worse, okay? The people that had spent the money with somebody else, supposedly what they were saying is that those people felt much better. So what their conclusion was that serving others, helping others would always make you feel better. But if we look at codependency, it has to do exactly with that, guys. It's people that are needing that external recognition, that validation, that external love, and they're looking it in different ways. People can look for love through, as I mentioned before, money. It could be with fame. It could be with being accepted and recognized. So the truth is there are many different ways that people, we included, we all look for love on the outside to try to feel good. So in a codependent relationship, we got to understand that we're not growing. And if we have somebody that is dependent on us, they are not growing. So the idea is to understand that behavior. Just studying codependency, depending on somebody else, looking for the love, the recognition on the outside, it is good to understand that. But then we got to ask ourselves, why am I looking for that on the outside? Or why am I dating somebody that is codependent? There's always a reason behind that. So we need to understand, do we want to, help others, give advice when it's not asked for, try to save others, help them, make them feel good, whatever it is, guys, that we might be doing. And look at this, it could be even cooking. You might cook a meal, and if the other person doesn't recognize the meal, doesn't like it, and you don't feel good, that could be a codependent action, because you're looking for the recognition and the acceptance on the outside. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad to, do something for others, not at all. What I'm saying is, if you're expecting something in return, that's when we have a problem. Because many of the times, guys, we might not get that recognition, acceptance, thank you, or whatever that we're looking for, and then we feel like crap. But the truth is, we already feel like crap, and we're doing stuff to please others, to make others feel better, to make others love us, accept us, recognize us. And this is what I want to bring today with this codependent relationship talk, so that you're more aware of your actions. And instead of beating yourself up if you've done it in the past, and I was 100% codependent in the past, guys, nearly. Yes. In many relationships, I stopped seeing my friends. I stopped in other relationships, I stopped seeing my family even, right? So I was adjusting to what the other person was looking for. Yes. That was my entire attention, not deviated or anything. So do you think that that was healthy? Of course not. Exactly, Rena, you're looking for validation and approval from the outside, exactly. But we all have parts of us, guys. It doesn't matter how much work you've done. If it's been 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you're gonna still find parts of you that are looking for that on the outside. Because we need to understand that when we were kids, we were codependent of our parents. Yes, we needed them to feel loved, to feel accepted, to feel recognized. We needed that. But unfortunately, as I've said it many times, our parents, although they did the best they could, they made mistakes. And those mistakes, many times, maybe we didn't feel loved, we didn't feel accepted, we didn't feel recognized. And that created this sense of loneliness. So now we try to cover that up with different things. As I mentioned, let's review that a second. It could be by doing things on the outside to try to feel loved, accepted, recognized, so as to get love from the outside. Or in other cases, people numb the pain of the lack of love by doing things that could be eating, emotional eating. That could be a way of numbing the lack of love, the pain inside. It could be alcohol. It could be so many things. It could be even as I mentioned many times, it could be even going to the gym. You know, eating healthy could be a way of numbing the pain, because I'm still eating, but as I'm eating healthier, I feel better about that. Or looking for love on the outside, to be part of a vegan group or be part of a spiritual group or whatever, because now I feel better about myself. So if I'm doing whatever it is, guys, even though it might seem healthy what I'm doing, I gotta check what are the intentions behind it, because that's where I'm gonna be able to understand what is really going on. The intentions dictate if an action is healthy or unhealthy. Going to the gym to have a good body, to feel accepted, that's a negative intention. Listen to that again, guys. Going to the gym to have a good body and to be seen and accepted by others, that could be a negative intention. You're trying to be an achiever and to betray your inner authentic self. Yes, you're trying to be an achiever and to betray your inner. Thank you, Irina. Exactly. Sorry, I read it the first time quick and I didn't realize exactly. We are trained to look on the outside for love, acceptance, recognition, all of that. And then we fall into relationships expecting the other person to fill in the gap inside of me, because I feel lonely. I want somebody to fill up that loneliness so I don't feel lonely. But unfortunately, there's going to be times where that person is not going to be able to fill your cup 24/7, guys, because they have their own cup to fill up. So sometimes they're going to have work, they're going to have friends, they're going to have family. And if you need that person to fill your cup, whenever they're not filling your cup, you might feel bad. So now you go in a downward spiral where you might demand, and this happened to me in both ways, where I demanded more time from partners and partners demanded more time of me, because we were both in a codependent relationship. So we needed each other to feel happy. So whatever the other person was doing that had nothing to do with the relationship with me or with the other person, one of them felt like crap because of this codependent relationship, guys. So we got to identify those parts of us that need our attention, that need our love, that need our acceptance and recognition, so that we stop looking for that on the outside, guys. Because if you keep looking for that on the outside, unfortunately, it will never be enough. Yes, it will never be enough. Here we go. There you go. Perfect. It's never going to be enough if you're looking for that on the outside. Nobody's going to be able to fill your cup. You need to fill your own cup. And am I saying it's easy? No, guys, I'm not saying it's easy, but the idea is to be able to learn my intention behind my actions, check, explore. This is with love, exploring to identify what is going on. Good to recognize, although not easy. Exactly, Sean. We need to recognize these things. What's the intention behind it? Oh, I'm doing this for my partner. Oh, I'm doing this for my kids. I'm doing this for my boss. Okay, where am I coming from? If this person doesn't like it, if they judge it, if they reject it, if they say something negative, how am I going to feel? If I'm going to feel bad, I need to deal and hug the part of me that is feeling bad, guys. Why? Because there's a part of me that needs my love, my recognition, my acceptance. So I might do a great meal, and then if my partner doesn't recognize it and I feel bad, I need to deal with that. I don't need to change my partner. I don't need to make my partner feel bad. Oh, you never even say your thank you for what I did for you. That will be codependency. And you know what, guys? It happens to all of us. We all have parts of us that need to be dealt with. So it's not about denying, about repressing. It's about embracing and saying, yeah, you know what? Even me, after 14 years of inner work, I might find parts of me that need my attention, that need my love. Because remember, many things happened to us growing up. And many times we didn't feel accepted. We felt judged, criticized, rejected, neglected, laughed at, bullied, whatever, guys. We might have gone through different events that created a traumatic moment, a memory that is still in the back of our head, replaying with negative emotions, with a negative belief and negative emotion. So this is the way that we start, again, exploring, understanding what's going on and be able to start changing. That is the idea with all of this, guys. So guys, if you're watching live, show me a hashtag live on social media. That would be great. Hit the love button if you're liking this. If you have any questions, just put them there. I try to address them. I really appreciate the people that are listening, always there. I'm here to serve. I'm here to give value and help as many people as I can. We need to be able to love ourselves unconditionally. It's a work in progress. Hey, Suzanne. Hey, Richard. And hi, Sean again. It is about loving ourselves unconditionally, going towards that. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not going to be fast, but it's working on that. And then obviously developing that unconditional love to the outside. And for the people that have kids, it makes it much more easier to realize the unconditional love on the outside. Yes, the unconditional love on the outside. The thing is that we have to work to bring that unconditional love that we're bringing to our kids to ourselves too, guys. It's really easy to apply these concepts to our kids, to love them, support them, listen to them, say you're sorry. But are you doing those things to yourself? Are you, each time you beat yourself, saying that you're sorry to yourself? Are you loving yourself even when things are not well? Are you loving yourself if you have that overweight? Are you loving yourself if you're not in good shape, fit? Are you loving yourself if, whatever? That's what we need to understand, guys. We need to work on that, on our self-love, so we don't fall in those codependent relationships where we need somebody else to feel good about ourselves. So that's the idea with today's talk, guys. I hope you like this. I hope you're enjoying it. Again, thank you, Irina, for watching this. Romana just jumped in. Hi, Romana. So now I am. Thank you, Irina, very much. Guys, I'm going to leave here now Facebook. I'm going to stay here on Zoom with the people that are part of the community, also on Zoom. And we're going to continue with some laser coaching, some questions, and then we're going to end this. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching. Just a reminder, guys, for the next 3 weeks, 2 weeks and a half, there's not going to be a group call. Just to let you know, when I come back from vacations, we're going to continue with this, of course. So I'll see you around. Thank you very much and have a great day, guys. Bye.